5 minutes a day, the foundation of mastery. If you are ready to completely assume responsibility for having been created in the image of God, and that therefore you are an eternal creator, begin now to utilize some time each day without letting a day go by, in which you sit with yourself. Not with your mate, not with your parents, not with your television, not with your favorite sport team, not with your favorite actor or actress, not with your favorite religion, and not with your favorite God or Master or Savior, not even me. Sit with you. Start by acknowledging that you are one with God. Understand that the very body that seems to have a heart within it beating, life for you is the effect of decision and choices that you have made. That the very chair that you are sitting on is the result of your attracting a web of relationships that is quite unique into your field of awareness called the physical universe. In this moment you are having an experience you have never had before. You are sitting in a chair now. The event is completely neutral, and nothing that you are experiencing in your consciousness exists or is sourced by anything outside of yourself. Give yourself 5 minutes to practice choosing how you will experience sitting in a chair. Will you do so with a mind full of worry or a mind full of peace? A mind thinking of all the things it could be doing, or a mind marveling at how the weight of the body feels pressed against the seat of the chair? A mind that creates tension in a way that breath flows through the body, or a mind that creates ease and comfort? 5 minutes of practice sitting in a chair as an infinite creator of exactly what you are experiencing in your emotional field, just that. You might even want to play with what it would feel like to sit in a chair as a Christ. What would that feel like? I will let you choose whether or not you would like to experience it. 5 minutes each day. Do it without fail. Be with yourself and decide how you will experience yourself now. For you see, the you that sits down in a chair with whatever is going on in your consciousness, whatever feelings you have going throughout the body, whatever is going on in your primary relationship, how the food is being digested in the body, all of it, the whole realm of your experience, is the effect of how you have been a million times when you have sat down to be with yourself in 1,000 different chairs. Utilize the very process of sitting down in a chair as a symbol of preparing the mind for the dropping of a pebble into it, out of which will reverberate the vibrations or ripples that will come back to you. It is much easier to send out ripples and experience them when they come back in a blissful way, a way that brings you peace, joy, fun, laughter, play, and unlimitedness, instead of having to constantly butt your head against something that you would rather transmute or run away from. But it begins with 5 minutes, in which you acknowledge that you can create whatever experience you want, as a feeling that floods through your awareness, as a quality of thought that you allow to keep repeated in the mind. You can sit in a chair as an awakened Christ now. I and my Father are one. It's a beautiful day. I have manifested a physical form sitting in a chair in a corner of one little tiny dimension of creation. How amazing this moment is. I think I'll just sit here and feel the heart beating in the body and the breath flowing through it. There's the sound of a bird. I'm glad I call that to myself. What beautiful thoughts can I think right now? Who can I send love to without lifting a finger? I am unlimited forever. I am free. I am free. I am free. Do you think you would like to have that experience for 5 minutes? Why not begin today? So many of you upon your physical plane keep searching for some form of magic that will bring the kingdom of heaven to you. You cannot bring it to you. You can only become aware of how you are using it to create the ripples that you send out from yourself. Do you know the saying in your world, wherever you go, there you are? You are God's creation. You are in heaven now. Heaven is not a place. It is a state of unlimited and infinite creative power, because it is the reflection of God's holy mind. Why not be one who practices being the presence of heaven? If that seems too awesome or too far beyond you, then just play with it for 5 minutes a day. Trust me, I will love you no less if for no other than 23 hours and 55 minutes you decide to play it pretending and feeling that you are little, unworthy, unloved, unloving, unlovable, that you are the scourge of the earth and that life is constantly victimizing you. Go right ahead. I would never interfere with your free choice. I may not come and knock at your door except for those 5 minutes, but you remain free to utilize time any way you wish. For just 5 minutes, experience yourself as Christ, crystallizing a body as a temporary teaching and learning communication device, sitting in a chair in a totally neutral corner of creation, because you want to have the experience of sitting blissfully at peace in your perfect knowledge of your union with God in this moment. You might even find yourself daring to have a thought such as this: well, since I am an infinite creator, what would I like to create for my tomorrows? If during that 5 minutes there is a knock upon a door and it is a bill collector, who cares? That is that soul's experience of thinking they are a bill collector and you are some bad person they must corral. Let them have their experience. Sit calmly. Hear the knocking on the door and allow yourself to be entertained by the beautiful worlds you are creating for your tomorrow. Here is the straight and narrow path that leads into life. Here is the eye of the needle through which you must pass. For it is not enough to just embrace the idea that I am the creator of all that I experience. You must then choose to actively put it into practice. It begins with the practice of 5 minutes a day, that is all. When you feel that you can fulfill that for 5 minutes, then you can make it 10, and then 12, and then 15, and then 20. You may respond, you mean for 20 minutes hang out as though I am Christ incarnate, totally in union with God, totally free to begin creating different ripples than I've ever experienced before, knowing that they will come back to me and become my manifested experience? Well, with no doubt about it, but 20 minutes. Even if I could achieve that, that's such a small fraction of the time of a day. Beloved friends, if you had faith as a tiny, tiny little seed, you would know that from that little tiny faith you will create the mighty oak tree whose branches will shelter you from the blistering sun and give comfort unto many. 20 minutes is an eternity when it comes to creating your tomorrows. If you believe that the other 23 hours must be taken up by experiencing the effects of what you created a long time ago, or the ripples that are coming back, so be it. Play with it. Let yourself transmute these moments. For example, oh, here I am answering the door. Yes, bill collector, hi, come on in. Have a glass of water. You know, you're absolutely right, I didn't pay that bill. Do you want to know why? Silly me, I've actually decided to create the experience that I'm someone who can only create lack. That's why I have no money in my checkbook. It's just the darnest thing, isn't it? Oh, very good. You're going to turn my name over to the authorities, and I'll have no credit with anyone on the planet. Well, go ahead if it makes your day. I have other things to do. I'm busy creating a new tomorrow. And I know that everything all around me is going to be taken from me anyway, since everything birthed in time ends in time. My house will be gone. My car will be gone. My clothes will be gone, and my friends will be gone. Everything I've experienced in time is changing anyway, so go ahead and take it from me now. It'll just speed up the process. I do not speak of this tongue-in-cheek. I speak from the perspective of one who is an awakened Christ, who already knows how to birth universes to create that which is holy, good, and beautiful. I know that this is the way. It is the only way. Release the value you have attached to your experiences, even the bill collector, and spend your time instead deciding which pebbles you are going to drop into the field of your mind. For you will create as a result of what you choose to think today, and what you value today will show itself to you tomorrow. I learned to value unlimitedness. I learned to value love. I learned to value fearlessness. Yes, my method for doing that was rather unique, and I would not recommend that you follow in my footsteps. Unless, of course, you like the drama of being nailed to a cross and then stood up in front of all your friends in order to learn to transcend fear in your mind. I learned to value unbroken communication with every soul in every dimension of creation. I learned to value only my loving thoughts. And I birthed or grew a Christ out of the very seed of awareness that exists equally within each of you. Therefore, in this moment, look around where you are. Look at the objects that you see. Look at the people that you see around you, if there are any. Notice whatever sounds may be coming into your field of awareness. Notice whatever pictures or ideas you may hold or what you are or what the world is. These are all fleeting and temporary illusions. They will pass away and begin passing away the moment they were created. Therefore, indeed, beloved friends, look at all that is around you and decide what value it holds for you. Will you see it as something that you must have in your existence, or will you choose to see it as something you have playfully drawn to yourself? You appreciate it, and it can be gone tomorrow, and your peace will not be disturbed. Which way will you view the world? 5 minutes, one for each finger and a thumb on a hand, in which you choose to sit as Christ in the midst of your kingdom, your creation. And you decide which thoughts you will hold, and therefore determine how you will see that all this in the field of your awareness, and which thoughts you will allow to begin to generate the ripples that you will send out that will, there is no way to escape it, return to you.